After building 5 sales teams that have done over 200K a month in info products, I want to share with you guys what exactly we do in order to train our sales reps to constantly perform well. So I'm going to hop into 4 things: the frequency, what you do in the training, the intensity of the training, and the feedback notes, which I'll tell more about later. So the first thing is frequency. How often do you train your sales reps? Now, there are 2 different things that we do. We either do boot camps, so like a sales training with the whole sales team, where everybody is present and everybody is actually taking on the notes. Then you just walk through some sales calls and you correct on what is going wrong and what is going right. And the other thing is the one-on-one sales training. Now, I personally prefer one-on-one sales trainings a lot. And in the beginning, I will do these daily. So every single day, if I take on a new sales rep, every single day, I'll be hopping onto a call with them one-on-one and telling them exactly what they need to do differently in their sales calls. So what does that look like? So these calls, I like to do the one-on-one sales trainings about half an hour. And if we have a lot to discuss, then we could like make it an hour. And what we usually do is we hop into the sales call, so into like the sales training with the sales rep. And the first thing I always ask is, hey, is there anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to go over? Anything you're running into right now? So that we can tackle that first. The best sales reps will always come to the sales training already like having something they definitely want to talk about. These are the sales reps that are most proactive, most eager to learn. And I always love it when sales reps enter our meeting already knowing like what they want to fix. So that's also a good telltale sign on like the mindset and the work ethic of the sales rep you're dealing with. What we do afterwards, after tackling the things that they run into and the questions that they had, I will just like tackle those things. Next to that, we'll watch back a call, one of the most recent calls, so that we know exactly how they are performing currently. And then we walk through that call. I'll just take notes on what I think they should do differently. And then there's a very important aspect here, what I do, that I would really suggest you implement. And that is, you don't want to give too many feedback points at once for your sales reps. So if you watch back a call and you see 10 different things that they could do differently, they could improve on, don't call out all 10 of these things, because if you do, they will not be able to implement any of it. So what I want to do is pick 1 or maximum 2 different feedback points that I want to have them improve. I'm really drilling those feedback points, those things to improve on. And I'm always picking the things where the most leverage is made. So the biggest bottleneck in their sales calls right now on why they are not closing. And then I just drill that one thing. And then the next day, the next meeting, we'll look back and see in the new calls how they performed. So did they actually improve on those feedback points? Do we need another like training purely based on those feedback points, on those things, or are they doing better and can we start looking into the next things as well? So that's how I always approach this. Don't give too many feedback points and really drill the stuff that's going to make the most difference on a short term. Then the next thing, which is very important, is that you want to take notes of what feedback you gave to your sales reps. Now, if you just have like 1 or 2 or 3 people you're training, it's still pretty doable. But for example, we have about 4 or 5 sales teams right now. I personally have the responsibility over 2 of those, and there's already too many people and too much stuff on my mind to keep track of what feedback I gave last time, etc., etc. So we are currently creating a system. I cannot say we have created. We are currently creating a system for this. It's like a very easy to use system which we can implement to always have like a good overview of what exactly is said to who, what call it was on, etc., etc. So that you have all this data on how to improve your sales reps in one place, to make sure that this takes like a lot of mental stuff off your mind, and you can just hop into these trainings, make your notes, do your stuff. And then after the sales training is done, you can focus on your own tasks again and other stuff that you need to do, instead of like thinking about it or needing to prepare a whole lot for the next sales training, etc. If you want that system, we are currently creating it. If you go to my Instagram and send me sales training system in DM, then I'll just send it to you for free. That's pretty much it for this video. It's a short one. Make sure to implement all the stuff that we went over. So frequency in the beginning, day-to-day sales trainings. After a while, you can like do less sales trainings. So you can do like general boot camps where everybody is present. You could do that each day or a couple times a week. And the one-on-one sales training, I always love to do those daily with every sales rep at the beginning. And then later you can kind of downscale that and also go to group sessions, etc., etc. So good luck with that. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.